Welcome back to the Archive Network. Aurelius here with Malik, curators of the Origin Archive. We left 3M last time at Wetordry was more than a product. It was a defiant roar of innovation, transforming 3M's reputation from struggling supplier to pioneering problem solver. Today we pick up where we left off. The air hung thick with fine abrasive dust. A fitting metaphor for the early struggles of 3M factory floors groaned under the relentless grinding rhythm of industry. We faced a reality where the very products designed to refine surfaces often crumbled under pressure. This wasn't just a business challenge. It was a constant battle against inefficiency, a struggle that tested our resolve and innovation. And yet, through all that grit, we learned valuable lessons about resilience and adaptation.
Aurelius, while I agree the dust paints a vivid picture, it also symbolizes the human cost. Those workers were not just facing inefficiency. They were inhaling harmful particles day after day. The struggle wasn't just for better products. It was about their health and safety. This narrative often gets overlooked when we talk about industrial innovation.
In 1910, the Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing Company made a desperate gamble. They relocated to St. Paul, seeking a lifeline after being scarred by a series of mining failures. This wasn't just a change of scenery. It was a bold, strategic move. Manufacturing abrasives opened the door to a new identity, one that could reshape their very existence. They weren't simply shifting locations. They were reinventing themselves, hoping to carve out a future where they could thrive, not just survive.
But this pivot wasn't as simple as you might think. The promise of St. Paul came with a heavy dose of reality. Their mission to create finished products faced serious hurdles. Every day brought a new struggle for quality and reliability. And that wasn't just a corporate concern. It affected the workers and their families, who depended on the company for their livelihoods. They felt the weight of those challenges in every shift, hoping for better days ahead.
Their initial offering, 3M Might, struggled to gain traction in a market that was less than enthusiastic. The low-grade anorthosite now haunted their manufacturing process like a ghost at a feast. We had to scramble to source superior garnet and quartz from distant mines. Each batch became a gamble, a roll of the dice that could either elevate or doom our efforts. Skepticism hung in the air, thick and heavy, as potential buyers eyed us with doubt.
Those initial failures weren't just setbacks. They were crucial lessons that shaped us. It wasn't just about sourcing better materials. It was about building a reputation that people could trust. Our competition, giants like Carborundum and Norton, already had that trust established. We knew we had to carve out our own identity, even if it meant learning the hard way. Each misstep taught us something valuable, and those lessons became the foundation for everything we've built since.
The company teetered on the brink of collapse. Inconsistent quality threatened its very existence, and we all felt the weight of uncertainty in the air. Employees whispered doubts, and morale plummeted. The boardroom buzzed with tension. A breakthrough was essential, but what would it take? They needed something transformative, a game changer that could shift the tide in their favor. Without that, we risked losing everything we'd built, and history would remember this as yet another cautionary tale.
And that breakthrough came with William L. McKnight. He wasn't just a bookkeeper. He was a visionary who saw beyond the numbers. His focus on innovation and scientific inquiry truly changed everything for the company. McKnight understood that survival required more than just prudent spending. It called for a deep cultural shift towards applied science, where everyone felt empowered to contribute ideas. He believed that investing in people and their creativity was just as crucial as balancing the books.
McKnight championed a research laboratory, a vibrant pulse of scientific inquiry right in the heart of the factory. He wasn't just looking for anyone. He aggressively sought out the brightest minds, dedicated technical staff, skilled chemical engineers, and innovative material scientists. This culture of innovation, once in place, would soon yield results we never anticipated. It marked a decisive moment for 3M, steering them toward a course of transformation that would reshape their future and redefine their role in the industry.
But the real revolution was sparked by the pressing needs of the automotive industry. The dry sanding process? It was a health hazard and a huge bottleneck. Workers were literally choking on paint dust every day, and production was taking a hit. This wasn't just a technical problem. It was a human crisis affecting families and communities. We had to ask ourselves, how could we let this continue? It was time for change, for the sake of the people.
Then came Francis G. Oakey's ingenious solution in 1921, Wetordry waterproof sandpaper. This game-changing innovation allowed craftsmen to sand with water, effectively banishing dust while delivering a flawlessly smooth finish. It was a revelation that transformed the sanding landscape entirely. With this breakthrough, 3M's reputation shifted dramatically. They went from being a struggling supplier to a pioneering problem solver, showing us how a single idea can elevate a company to new heights and reshape an entire industry.
But let's not forget what this meant for the workers. Wetordry wasn't just a product. It was a safety revolution that changed lives. It meant fewer health risks and better working conditions for so many people who toiled day in and day out. This innovation validated McKnight's vision. It was about applied science tackling real pain points that affected real people. Those improvements made a difference, allowing workers to go home safer and healthier to their families.
With Wetordry's success, 3M found not just financial security, but a newfound confidence. The dust settled, and a clear identity emerged. This wasn't merely a victory in product development. It marked a significant shift for the company's trajectory. We have to wonder, what other challenges could they now dare to tackle? What hidden problems lay beneath the surface, waiting for a bold solution? History teaches us that every success invites more ambition.
That's where we leave it this time. 3M continues. The story isn't finished yet. Find the full series on the Origin Archive, part of the Archive Network. We'll be back with the next chapter.